Hey guys, so I'm going to do a full collection reveal today of the Rolling Hills collection. I am so excited about this. It is launching this Friday, September 10th at noon Eastern Standard Time. And if you'd like early access, you can sign up to my website's email list and I will have a special link for my email subscribers. So without further ado, I think I'm going to take my glasses off honestly for this video. I'd like to show each piece. I'm not going to make this a super long video. I just want to give some measurements, ring sizes, things like that, and also some up close videos so you guys can really see the pieces. And I'll talk to you a bit more about why I made each piece and things like that. So this is the first collection I'm putting out that every single piece is a hand-cut stone by me. So this collection features wave Domelite, which is found in New Mexico, and it has a really interesting pattern as it has this really beautiful, what I like to think is rolling hills type pattern. It is so pretty. It reminds me of the Southwest, and the colors are perfect for this time of year, so I figured this would be a great early September collection drop. All right, so the first ring up is this beautiful wave Domelite ring with this awesome stamping detail on the bottom. And I'll insert some videos as well, so this way I can just kind of talk more about the actual piece. So I love this stamp. This stamp is actually handcrafted. I bought it from a seller here on Instagram. They do all sorts of beautiful Navajo style stamps and just all different types of stamping. And I really like the beaded border. I think it really pairs well with that really beautiful fan shape. And then I decided to do a bark band texture. I rolled this particular band out in my rolling mill, and then it is hammered so it has that really nice kind of tree bark like texture. Really pretty, super bright and shiny. And the band measures 5.5 millimeters wide by 1.5 millimeters thick. So if you're looking for a piece that has a lot of personality but it isn't super big, this is a really comfortable piece for you. To go into the next piece that matches that, not that you have to buy it together, is this wave Domelite necklace, which matches that last ring that I showed you. Super pretty. Again, not a really large pendant, but also not super small. So we're measuring in at 27 by 13 millimeters. For the total length and width of this particular piece. The chain is going to be 18 inches and it comes on this really nice Rollo chain. And if you need a different size chain, just let me know. I'd have to order if it's like 22 inches because I don't stock that right now, but I'm more than happy to order something for you if that's not working. I feel like this is a really nice necklace for everyday wear if you're somebody that wants kind of a statement piece, but that's not super big. Again, I didn't do any super large pieces. This was all about the stonework and just the metal work. I feel like this is such a unique shape. I really like this particular design. I find it to be really easy to wear. I have such fat knuckles, so it's hard to get over. I find it really easy to wear for everyday. And I think you could totally stack this with some stacking rings as well. It has a half round band that I rolled out, and it is a nice, like thick but thin band, if that makes sense. It has like a nice high dome. So I feel like you get a lot of structure with this particular ring without it being big at all. So if you're a fan of like really delicate looking jewelry, this is such a pretty piece. It has the 3 recycled balls on the top of the ring, and it really just, to me, adds a little bit of something without taking away from just it being a very minimalist style. Adds a little pizzazz, but not too much. This particular ring is a size 6.25, 6 1/4. This would look good on, I think, any finger though, personally. I think it would look nice on the ring. In the middle, it wouldn't really make a difference to me, but I do think this is such a great piece for someone who likes something, again, a little bit more simple and dainty. And this measures, the stone is about 21 by 8 millimeters wide. So 21 millimeters going all the way across the top or up and down, and then across is going to be 8 millimeters wide. So the next ring that I have is this really funky shaped one. Again, we have some of the recycled ball details that are soldered onto the side of the bezel, which I really like. And then we have a recycled ring shank that has this really pretty notched pattern into it. And the way that I made this particular ring shank was I evenly mark out where I want the notches to be. I take my saw blade and then I make the initial line, and then I follow it up by making that a little bit deeper with a needle file. This is a really great ring. Again, a little bit bigger than the last one that I showed you, but still really wearable. This is a size 8.25, 8.25, however you want to say it. The band is about 3.4 millimeters wide by 1.8 millimeters deep. I tried to make all of my jewelry more on the substantial side. I don't really care for something that's super dainty, that you're gonna have a problem with. I wanna try to avoid that as much as I can. But yeah, if you're looking for something kind of funky and a little bit different, and the shape is a little different, this is definitely a good one for you. And my next one is my favorite ring of the bunch. This is by far, to me, the best ring in the collection. It's that shield design that you guys have seen me starting to feature lately since I've been cutting. It is a meaty ring shank. When I tell you, when you put this on, this is a heavier ring shank, and it really is nice because it balances out the weight of the stone. Not that the stone is super, super heavy. It is such a nice, thick 14 gauge ring shank. I rolled this out of recycled silver. It's such a beautiful, like I said, it feels luxurious on the hand. It is so nice, and look at that pattern. I mean, the pattern is absolutely incredible on this particular ring. And then we have the two fan stamps that are gonna accent the side of it, and it really is just such a nice touch because it just is a kiss of detail without taking away from the ring's overall design with the stone. And this is going to be a size 7.75, so 7.75. So if you're gonna purchase a ring with this kind of wide band, you definitely wanna size up. So if you are a size 7.75, this isn't gonna fit you. You wanna be like a size 6.75 or like a 7, because you wanna have extra room to account for the width of the metal. Otherwise, it's going to feel tight. This is going to be measuring 11.62 millimeters wide by 1.8, it's like 1.6 to 1.8 millimeters thick. I really do like this one. The next piece, we're going to move on to pendants. Well, the other pendants, because I wanted to show that one with the matching ring, is the mushroom pendant. And I have actually made in the past 2 mushroom pieces before. There's something about mushrooms, they just make me happy. They're psychedelic, they're cool, and this is a really, to me, sophisticated way to wear a mushroom. In metal, hand cut. I mean, and the coolest part about this particular piece are that it's the same stone, but the patterns are totally different. And it has the top of the cap of the mushroom has that really cool wave pattern. And then the bottom just has that really nice stripe pattern. And it has 2 tones where the top of the mushroom cap is really light and buttery and beige. The bottom kind of has more of a reddish tone, which I think is super pretty. So it has a kind of like rustic kind of color. And then again, what I love about this design is the back has the hidden bail. So when you wear this, you're not even gonna see anything but it floating on your neckline. Comes on an 18-inch chain. Absolutely adore this pendant. It is so cute. And this measures 35 millimeters long by 20 millimeters wide. It's not too big, not too small. And you can definitely tell what it is when it's on the neckline. It's not like it doesn't look like a mushroom. It looks like a mushroom. And then the next pendant that I have, and I actually would love to do some more designs that are similar to this, is this really cool triangle shape. This one has, again, the patterns of the stone is absolutely incredible. Has a 14 karat recycled ball at the end, just to add a little bit of detail without taking away from just the stone and just kind of minimalist effect. Again, super pretty, really nice. I think this is a piece that's great for somebody who is minimalist, wants to wear some stones, but doesn't want anything that's really gonna take away from their outfit or their overall aesthetic. I think this is a really nice minimalist piece. So the gold that's on the bottom really complements the stone so well with the colors. I think they play off each other really nicely. This is 34 millimeters by 10 millimeters at the widest point. And I really, again, just like this particular shape. If you're someone that is looking for just an everyday piece, I think this is absolutely a beautiful choice. And again, the patterns on these are just incredible. They're all so different. So the next piece is this awesome cuff, which is going to feature that beautiful heart. Now, not everybody likes hearts, but for me, I like them. They're not as easy to cut, but they're so worth it in the end. They just give such a beautiful I don't know. It's something about it. It just like it just makes me happy when I see them. So this is not my size. As you can see, a cuff should be worn around here. This is a 6-inch long cuff with a 1-inch opening. So I'm gonna say this is good for like a medium-sized wrist. I have a pretty small wrist. I usually wear about a 5.25-inch cuff with a 1-inch opening. I could do like 5.5 with a 1-inch opening. I think this would be such a nice anniversary gift or birthday gift for your significant other. I think the heart is just super charming. Last two pieces in this collection, this one and the earrings, have similar kind of patterns. Then the other pieces have totally different, like more rolling hills. And this one has more like swirls, if that makes sense. I also added these beautiful accent beads to the side of the heart. I just thought they were something nice to jazz it up. Originally, I was gonna make this cuff plain and I wasn't going to put anything on it other than just this centerpiece right here. I wanted to add something a little bit extra. Again, I never want to take away from a design. I just want to enhance something, because there are times where you can add stuff, especially if it's an afterthought, where it doesn't make sense or it doesn't really add to it. But I really have been liking the cuffs that I've been making with the 2 additional details on each side. This is 6 inches long with a 1-inch opening. It's 25 by 25 millimeters for the stone, and the actual cuff band is 6 millimeters wide by 2 millimeters thick. And this is, again, such a pretty piece. The last but not least piece, and this, I think this piece might have taken me one of the longest pieces to make, because earrings, as we know, we have to make 2 of them. But I absolutely adore these earrings. They move, they shake, and they're actually not as heavy as you would think that they would be. I rolled out a lighter weight gauge for the back plate, so this way it didn't add additional heaviness to the earrings. Everything from the ear wire to the back plate to the stamping, to the stone, to these little accents are all handcrafted. And I really, really love them. I don't make a lot of earrings. I want to make more, but I'll try them on for you. And of course, these will be cleaned and sanitized before they're sent out. I'm the only person that models the jewelry, so I don't want you guys to have to worry. And I can always make you a new pair of earrings, if like ear wires, if it really was something that bothered you, but I can promise you that I take all of the necessary precautions to clean the jewelry. And they're, like I said, really comfortable. They measure, I believe these are 3 inches lengthwise with the ear wire. Without the ear wire, they're just over 2 inches, so meaning just this part of the earring. And yeah, so this is the last piece in the collection too. Is I really feel like I've tried my best to develop a full collection that not only is completely handcrafted from start to finish, but really reflects just the things that I want to convey when I make a piece of jewelry. And I hope that you guys really enjoy all of the pieces, and let me know what your favorite is down below. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and just get a brief overview of just what I've been working on for the last 2 months. I've absolutely adored making this. I really look forward to future collections as well, and just the time that it takes for me to put into like the TikToks, the filming, the jewelry, the stones. It's what I love. It's all I think about. Truly, this is all I think about. Mostly is jewelry. It's not just like a thing that I do for a job. It's something I absolutely adore to do. So with that being said, I hope that you guys like the collection. So be sure to sign up for my email if you'd like to see an early preview and have VIP access. I do appreciate you guys watching this video if you have made it this far, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.